Welcome back. WeArEuS and that thing slamming the back of your throat. Well, that's your excitement for this. Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. Now, in the previous episode, I did a lot of things off screen, and ultimately, well, technically I did this on camera. So, well, technically I did the Court of Tomorrow things on camera, so this is technically a result of the things I did on camera. But, that's neither here nor there. I'm going to get them buffed as much as possible, and then we're going to head through this door into the old hut. Okay. You know, well, that's a little rough. Let's try this again. An old cauldron with the smell of alcohol still lingering around it. It is smashed and beyond repair. That's not what I wanted. The coverlet on the bed looks like it would crumble to dust at the slightest touch. Now we can be here. A woman's body clings to the wall like she was trying to scratch her way out. Scroll of summon monster. Headband of vast intelligence +4. I don't have anyone that uses intelligence as far as I'm aware. Nope. Definitely no one.
The mongrel did it.
Many of the bodies in the jars are those of tieflings or half-fiends. Many of them are strangely deformed or show multiple stitches and incisions. Well, I think it's safe to say I don't like it here.
Godspeed.
Before you is some kind of magical device. It looks old and broken. A large, oddly shaped crystal is wedged tightly into a slot in the device.
Day 16. Abadius 4662. Experiment transformation. Subject young male, half-fiend. Objective to study the properties of hybrid souls.
So-
Desired result, to see the same results that were previously achieved on full-fledged demons.
So, as I suspected, this is
Bring me one more crystal. I believe I'm almost there.
Ah, it's you.
Yeah,
Good. Very good.
the dredge demon that appears before you is a pitiful specimen, even for its own ilk, which are distinguished by neither strength nor terrifying appearance. His peeling skin is covered in scars, and his hands are twisted at an odd angle and have a slight tremor, but he stretches his mouth in an approximation of a grin.
Have a look around. Go ahead. Meet the locals. They're not the best housemates, but there's never a dull moment. You'll like it. Here with us is definitely the place for you.
I've seen you before. You were disguised as a halfling. You spoke to me in Canabras before Descari attacked.
How did you... Maybe I was disguised. Maybe I did speak to you. Fat lot of use that knowledge will do you. Do you think now I'll just bare my soul and reveal all my secrets and whatnot? You can think again.
Well, this is obviously a Relu Vorlesh, not Abrilu. I was getting it wrong in my head. This is a Relu Vorlesh's lab, and in some way it apparently has a connection to Morrow. Oh, I just wonder what that connection could possibly be. Why did you start talking to me?
Out of boredom. I've been stuck in here a long time. We don't see new faces very often, but it does happen. People come across this place by accident, wriggle inside, and then can't get out again. And isn't it a good thing I learned to speak your language? You won't find a dredge as educated as the old suture here.
What is this place, demon?
What? You mean you don't know? It's my lady WeArEuS, her old laboratory. She used to live here back when she was still mortal, before those Sarkorian dogs came and took her and tossed her into the threshold. But they only found the house. They never got into the lab. My lady came back here after, when the Abyss had already bitten off a chunk of your world, and Sarkoris had become the world wound. But she never liked this place, and she abandoned it many years ago, along with everyone in this place too. You can enter here, but leaving is impossible. Impossible. That's why all the people abandoned here got out of their cages and started living as best they could. You'll see. That's if you can get through. The lady placed barriers here that only let demons through. They don't keep me out, but you're gonna have trouble trying to break through. I heard there's a knack to it though, so keep trying.
Can you tell me how to get out of here by chance?
Maybe I'll tell you. What harm will it do? But first, go and take a look around. The answer's not as simple as you might think. Be careful. This place is dangerous. It hides many things that have never been seen beneath your sun. It is not my land, but it isn't yours either.
God, it's so bright outside I can't even freaking see. Pretty sure we've seen everything this room has to offer.
Let us press on.
Well, it's level 7, but it can still do some serious damage. Let's start this party off right. Immune to damage from non-magical weapons. That is an issue. Because I don't have any. And I forgot to switch Sela's spells to give her a magic weapon. Frankly, only 2 people on the party need to be able to use or have magic weapons. Rikio needs
Decide already.
to move up some.
Meditate on your mistakes. It might make you feel better. Yet another obstacle.
There we go. See, that's what I really don't like. The fact that I don't have a clear view of everything in this room. There we go. Really don't want him going too far that way, but he needs to be on the front because he hardly has any movement range. There's really nothing Morrow can do. Okay. This has escalated. Ivu can suffer energy damage, so let's just be clear on that point. Can move her. God. I don't want her to block anyone else's ability to go forward, but I need her to be in this room. God dang it. So she can do this. And then she can't retreat. Yep. I swapped his weapons to the physical ones. Nope, he still got those. Okay, good.
Simply business. You've crossed the wrong mongrel. Do not hold back.
Into the fight!
I'm confused here. Sela and Mr. Ed's damage was not reduced due to not being magical, even though Sela doesn't have a magical weapon. Now, she does have the angelic aspect active, but that only grants her good aligned on her weapon. It doesn't make her weapons magical. So I'm a little confused here. Same deal with Ivu.
Out of my sight. Retreat is not an option.
Moving on then. Oh, and then there's just the guy in the corner, huh? That's weird. Hold on, this guy is a level 7 outsider, level 12 bard, and a level 6 mythic. Okay. Yeah, no, that's normal.
You won't survive me.
Right, he does have greater greater invisibility on him.
It's your time to cease to exist.
I'd rather have Ivu here. She's got a really nice movement range. I like it. I think this is the time that he starts casting things. Okay. I keep forgetting the guy has greater invisibility. He won't be able to cast this turn. Do we not have anyone else that can... Oh, that's typically Ember's thing.
The light take you!
Well, at least he's not attacking anyone that's... I think it does damage to anyone that's... evil? I don't remember. Anyway. So... I've got a bit of a problem here. Nothing land can do about it, but still.
Endure this.
You're in my way.
What about Morrow? Does he have anything? Nothing I can use to reveal it.
Strike as one.
Do we not have anything that can remove... I guess we could have Seela try. But Unbreakable Heart doesn't... It doesn't suppress the dominate person. That's a problem. Well, this is something that needs to be done. Alright. Right, that's completely subject to spell resistance, so it ultimately wouldn't even work. Yeah, no, that's fine. Where is it? Okay, so I guess dominate person doesn't rely on... I don't think I have anyone that even has that spell for me to check. Dominate person. So it'll probably work like this. Yep, functions like dominate person. Making the humanoid creature fight on your side as if it were your ally. So if I... Why does he have an extra slot now? Weird. Anyway, so if I give Regil a buff that increases his willpower, it'll help him break free of it more easily. But I don't even know if I have anything like... I know I don't have anything that buffs willpower. Definitely not. Now all of this is just going to do damage. Genie kind would only be useful as when polymorphed into an animal. I don't have anything for willpower. I think killing this thing is needs to be a greater focus.
The inheritance, guide my blade.
Oh, great.
Victory is worth the pain.
Oh, I could probably use a scroll that... Nice of me to remember that now.
You had your chance.
I don't have haste. I only had haste as a lich. Mythic lich. Okay. Actually, let's check our scrolls while I'm thinking about it. I did not come in here expecting a life or death fight, though I did buff as if I were expecting one. are we looking for? Let's do it this way. Okay, we need two different things here, and we only have the ability to do one per... it's not good. Okay. What we need to focus on right now, I think, is solving the issue with Regil. Ooh, that requires him to go into touch range, which is a no-no. I could put Regil in a pit. Then there's the risk of getting everyone else trapped in it as well. So we do have glitter dust. I don't understand why these exact same scrolls are all... This is different difficulty classes. Okay. I think the Scroll of Heal is the only actual option we have, huh? Alright. It's not like he's going to be able to get into range. This is an issue. Wait, what is this thing's difficulty class? 21 willpower. No wonder why he got dominated so easily. Trash bag. Anyway. Does he have the range to reach? Yeah.
Into the frame!
Okay. Okay. I don't have any haste potions, right? Oh. And see, this is also another issue with having a whole lot of frontliners. The fewer there are up front dealing damage, the less likely they are to be, well, the less likely the others that you have that do damage will not, well, will end up like this, frankly. Like poor Sela, more specifically. I really don't have anything for this situation. And Ivu simply can't be charmed or dominated or any of that other stuff, so thank goodness for small favors. Right. We do have the scroll of glitter dust I saw. Right. That's fairy fire. It's affected by their spell resistance. Saw glitter dust, didn't I? Let's heal. No, we really don't have glitter dust. There it is. Yep, this is the right one. Good. I guess he said one good turn deserves another. Good for him. Right. What? How many mirror images does this thing have? Better heal again. Are you quite done? Okay. All of those hits and it only did that little damage to Ivu? What? Oh, look who's on his feet again.
Simply business.
Really? Really? Great. Of course he did.
I must withdraw.
Make every strike count. It's your time to cease to exist.
Right, I forgot he has that armor.
To the end.
Shut up.
Oh,
The waiting's never fun.
God dang it.
This thing refuses to cooperate.
Are you actually?
Let's make this quick.
The inheritor, guide my blade!
Do not hold back. Retreat is not an option. You crossed the wrong month. Godspeed. Time to work. Kneel before me.
The light! Thank you!
You won't survive me.
That one's so much more simple. Simple. No, that's not the way that sentence is supposed to be arranged. That went by so much more easily by simply having everyone, well, the primary, technically there were 4 of them, but 3 of our four primary frontliners just sucked down a potion of magic weapon. Wait, no, Sela didn't drink any. I gave the other one to Lan, who made good work of it, I must say. Made good use of it. And so, that guy never got to do any of his really awful stuff. Hey. Oh, great, a rapier. We like those. Mm-hmm. Yum. Yummy, yummy rapier. Anyway, it's a speed cold iron rapier +3. Wait, no. Naturally, the +3 has to be overridden by the cold iron descriptor. Anyway.
We march ahead.
I don't like this. The look of this device provokes a shudder of horror. It's not clear what kind of experiments it was used in, but it's unlikely they were pleasant for the subject. Get closer. Ooh. Cloak of the Ancient Herald. Yeah. Newest. Cloak of the Ancient Herald. Whenever the wearer of this cloak channels energy to heal, the wearer gains a +2 bonus to persuasion skill checks, and the save difficulty class of spells with compulsion descriptor they cast is increased by 2. This effect lasts a number of rounds equal to the character's level. Whenever the wearer of this cloak channels energy to harm, the affected creatures will have to pass a will saving throw or be dazed for 1 round. The save difficulty class of the daze is equal to 10 plus half of the character's level plus their charisma modifier. So that'd be 5. Yeah, they're 10. So that'd be 5 plus 6, 11, 21 all told. Not really that good. I mean, early on. What else did we pick up in this? Nothing else interesting about it. I know you see some other stuff in here, but just ignore that. Now, earlier, Dayran noticed something, but failed to notice what he noticed.
Careful now.
Oh, great. Someone's got to go forward into the really dark, scary hallway. Yeah, no, that seems fine. Oh, it's all the way around the corner? Oh, that's not a trap at all. Where?
Always be ready for the worst.
Should have put vanish on him. Can he still do
Our
it?
time has come.
Nope, touch range. Good job. Okay.
I'm all ears. Quiet steps. Weapons ready.
Wait.
Are we in trouble yet? Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
Oh. Corrupted rat swarm. Yeah, no, this is fine. Yeah, that's totally fine. AoE spells. We only have like 2 of them. What's their HP look like? Nice. As long as they're all nice, I think we can do it. We've got Ivu and Morrow with the only AoE spells in the group, so there's that. We could start this off with Lan.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge.
I also don't like the position these others are in.
Let us not hesitate.
Put Morrow
I
here.
welcome your company.
Daran here.
You know what you're doing. Good. Meditate on your mistakes. Might make you feel better.
God, I hope there's not another boss like that last one. I can only handle so much cheese before I become intolerant.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Really? What in the world is that thing? I mean, I know it's dead and all, but just what? Where do we position Ivu? Here. They're not going to be able to take their turns just yet, so I can abuse that. Yep, that would definitely explain why they resisted the first half of that spell's damage. For those of you that are unaware, that particular spell has 2 parts. The first part is based entirely in fire damage. The second part is based in holy power, which is unresistible for any reason. Just wanted you guys to know. I don't want to go into that room until we've cleared these guys out. Who knows what may be hiding in the back of it. Then again, the shadow demon that we fought, it turned out to be a boss, was, or a mini-boss, however you want to look at it, apparently was in fact just, it wasn't there at first. And then it just appeared, and then we had to fight it. I'd still rather not go into the room. Yeah, let's call their numbers some, shall we? Greybore hit them and they exploded. That's how I like to see my enemies.
Godspeed.
Ancient scrap of script-covered leather.
Let us press on.
No perception checks. Just an Arcana check, and the only person with Arcana high enough is for some reason, it is Regil. Well, that was not worth it at all.
Godspeed.
Also, it looks like... Oh no, those are all... What is this on the floor? Oh, yep. All dead rats. I thought they were footprints or slashes or something. Sign says Old Wing. Oh, so I had to read the sign before I could open the door? Makes a lot of sense.
Defeat is not an option.
What the frick am I looking at here? Greater Carnivorous Crystal.
Retreat is not an option.
Has a subsonic hum. Any active carnivorous living creature starting its turn within this aura must succeed at a difficulty 22. Fortitude save or be stunned for 1 round. A creature that saves cannot be affected by it again. The save is constitution based.
Kneel before me.
Huh. Okay. I think... What is the range on this hum?
This one's mine.
Can't be polymorph, put to sleep, paralyzed, stunned, prone. Can't be crit, no precision damage, poison charm. There's no spell resistance, but that doesn't really mean anything. Oh, it has damage reduction of 10 with no exceptions. It takes more damage from... Oh, it's got 200 HP. It takes more damage from sonic effects, and the only one that can use them is Ivu. Slam attack. I'm trying to see if it can move. I suspect so, but... What if we treated it as if it couldn't? Oh, look. He's already stunned, which means Sela is sort of stuck. There are 2 of them. Yeah, that seems fine. Let's position Ivu here. Stun is not a paralyze, and I don't have anything that allows my people to resist stuns. Land does not have any sonic attacks, because why would he? It resists cold and electricity, Because of course it does. What would be the point of the game if you could use your spells? What went here? I think it has resist fire 20. Thought it was 30. How long has he had this? Well, there's nothing he can do. He can't resolve stuns either. Only paralysis, which they can't be affected by with freedom of movement. So, super useful. Yay. The neutral aberrations. Well, they saved against it, so they can't be affected again. Time to get this over with.
Press the attack.
I was stunned. Not a great loss, though.
Simply business. It's your time to cease to exist. You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Do not hold back.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Retreat is not an option.
Whatever it's after, it can't reach, so it's really unhappy.
Before me. You're in my way.
Save really quickly before things go tits up. Ooh.
We will prevail.
What have I done? Oh. Terry Demodand, huh? Yeah, no, that's fine. He's flat-footed, which is our great advantage, frankly. Let's check this guy out before we... He's flying, so... No silly business. Oh, this guy wants to be in melee combat. This could be ugly. His weapons are nothing special, so this fight will not be worth it.
Simply business.
I don't think Ibu still has blur effect on. No, he's got spell resistance, but it's not like it really matters.
You won't survive me.
This one's mine.
Into the fray!
Yep, figured as much. Anyway, back to the hole.
Trivial.
It isn't clear if this breach appeared while the laboratory was still in use or after its abandonment, but the scratch marks and bloodstains around the edge indicate that it may have been tried as a potential escape route. May as well save.
We march ahead.
What the frick? Experiment the suture. WeArEuS used these and other similar crystals to keep a lab journal and record notes on her experiments. A pair of symbols on a facet at the bottom of the crystal indicates what precisely has been recorded in the crystal. Cool story, bro. Boots. Protection from Chaos Scroll. Doesn't talk about the boots, though. These boots grant the wearer a +10 competence bonus on athletic skill checks and a +5 competence bonus on mobility skill checks. So, I'd really love to get these on Mr. Ed, but we all know that's just not going to be happening because he doesn't have normal foots. So, what do his stats look like now? Mr. Ed still has better mobility. I don't see anything, but that means nothing.
Path leads on.
Yeah, I don't trust this. There's something back here. Right here. It's a thing in the wall. I've seen a thing in the wall before. On midnight bolts. Without the material supplied by the client, the creation of new midnight bolts is impossible. However, significant progress has been made in the matter of improving existing bolts. The bolts must be tested in the field. The upcoming celebrations in Canabras may be the best venue for a trial run. Interesting. Okay, there's something of interest here. A vessel resembling an outlandish jug seems to have been hewn from a huge block of solid crystal. Veins of bright purple running through the crystal pulse with light. A crimson droplet falls on it, triggering a vibration deep inside. You look down and see a scarlet stain blooming on your chest. Your wound has reopened in the blink of an eye. I don't know if it'll go well, but let's try to examine it. Presumably, the object before you is a magical repository for a soul, similar to those used in various evil spells. However, this artifact is different to all the ones you've seen before. You cannot fully identify its properties. One thing you can say for sure, it is currently empty. Wrong direction.
Godspeed.
Yeah, no, this seems fine.
I found something.
Always be ready for the worst.
The mongrel did it.
Scribble page from WeArEuS laboratory. And the fight for Canabres marked the beginning of the Fifth Crusade. The next objective is Dresden, once the capital of the Crusader movement and now a demon citadel. Who will win? It is an equation with an infinite number of unknowns. The finest military minds failed to bring an end to this war, but a new leader now stands in command, one different from all the others, and perhaps this new variable will produce a different result. In addition to a skullberry pie. Seems trustworthy. Better use this before I forget it even exists.
No reason to pause.
Okay, everyone's buffs have started fading.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
There's nothing else we can really give, right?
A bright future awaits us.
I will not falter.
I will help where
God
I
dang
can.
it.
Let us press on.
Oh, this door's just open, huh? Yeah, no, this seems perfectly safe, reasonable. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What about this way? The cave-in looks like it happened a long time ago. The rocks and rubble have been compressed into a single mass. Well, almost. And then there's this BS. A tortured angel, and old crusader, and exhausted elf. Behind the barrier, frozen in what seems like a weakly glowing liquid or a magical glimmer, is a woman with long silvery hair. At her back you can see a single white wing and some kind of dark, broken shadow. Haggard figures huddle around the woman. A dwarf in a ragged robe scarcely notices you. He sits on the floor running his fingers over the leaves of the plant that is growing between the slabs, like one would normally stroke a beloved cat or dog. Next to him is the unmoving figure of an elf who is covered in scars and doesn't take his eyes off you. The third member of the group is an old man with a long, straggly beard who is dressed in old armor. He quickly turns to you, brandishing a rusty sword.
Who are you? Another conniving wretch who serves the traitor? Don't come any closer.
I'm sure the traitor he's referring to is WeArEuS, so we needn't ask that question. I'm curious who this guy is.
I have to answer to you now, do I? When you haven't even given your name?
This response has an extreme lack of appreciation for the situation. Some would call that reading the room. I frankly hate that phrase. Nevertheless, please, friend, calm yourself. I have brought the wind of spring and freedom into this dungeon. I'm going to get you out of here. How are you supposed to say something like that to another human being? Well, Mara's only technically human, and that's if he's in human form. Anyway, how are you supposed to say this to another person with a straight face? How would you even fix your lips to begin these series of sentences? But the old man shakes his head in surprise.
Oh my. You're from the Desnants, I suppose. Someone from the good gods has finally come for us.
The elf, who has been silent up till now, stands and says,
So you're the foolhardy soul who's ended up here.
And will you at least tell me who you are?
We're the only survivors. The only ones apart from the monsters and demons, I mean. The old fellow is a crusader. He ended up here accidentally around 20 years ago. He camped out in the ruins of the house, found the magic door and came through it, but of course he couldn't get out again. I'm one of the last to have been brought here by WeArEuS herself. She literally dragged me out of the demon's jaws, and I don't even know what she wanted me for. She kept me in a magical sleep most of the time, and then she lost interest in the lab. And the druid, that one making friends with the plants and the roots, he's been here since the very beginning. I think he's from Sarkoris, but he's half mad and wasn't a talker even back when I first met him, so we don't know his name or any other details about him. He grows food for us, and he doesn't talk, and he's the best neighbor you could hope for.
WeArEuS left people alive down here. She just abandoned the place, as you were told before by the fricking Dretch.
That's right. She opened the cages but sealed the way out from outside. What else were you expecting from the architect of the world with compassion and mercy? Sometimes I think that leaving us here was just another one of her experiments and we're just rats in a maze. I really, really hate people who lock other people away in cages. Sitting locked up is the worst thing ever. This architect is a bad, bad person. We need to help everybody who's still in here. We know how they've survived. We know that this guy grows food for them to eat. So let's see if they have any extra information. How have you survived all this time? With difficulty. There were more of us, subjects of WeArEuS experiments, mortals and demons and other abominations. When she left and we were all freed, it was chaos. The demons killed everyone they could. Then they turned on each other. The mortals who survived set up a base here. The druid grew food for us, the others kept the demons at bay and tried to find the way out. New arrivals would appear rarely, unlucky travelers or reckless adventurers who ended up here by accident. As you can see, we're the only ones who survived. Let's find out what's wrong with the angel. And what's wrong with her? We found her like this, and we couldn't break through the barrier. She must be sleeping, or at least immobilized. We call her Protectress. A priest from Brevoy came up with the name. He used to be one of our brotherhood here until the demons got him about 7 years back. We call her the Protectress because the angel's aura, even caged, protects us from the demons. This place is still crawling with them. We try not to stray too far from her. She's all that's keeping us alive now. Naturally, they've tried to get out of here, but let's see if they've got anything extra for us. And because his voice is easy enough to do, and he's the only one actually speaking, I want to actually find out more. Countless times, by whatever means we could think of, nothing worked. Maybe if we'd have a powerful cleric or spellcaster among us. Then again, it seems unlikely if WeArEuS imprisoned an actual angel down here so easily, doesn't it? The elf nods toward the unmoving winged woman. We can't even explore the whole lab. Some of the passages are blocked by barriers that only let demons through. Can you tell me anything useful about this place? Might just be wishful thinking, but I guess that there is some way to get through those barriers blocking us. We've tested them so many times. They only allow full-blooded demons to pass through them. Except the barriers were here long before WeArEuS abandoned the lab, which means that she was able to walk through them somehow. Maybe she had a key that we can look for. Who knows? There's one other thing. I've heard the demons, the sentient ones, mention something called the Lexicon of Paradox. I don't know what it is, but they talked about it like it was an artifact of some kind. A relic, in other words. Something valuable. So it's possible that it could help us get out of here, but I don't have the slightest idea what it is or where to look for it. Well, I'm out of here. And maybe in the course of getting myself out, I can help you guys get free too. Maybe even set her free. But unfortunately, that is where we're going to have to end today's episode. We will be back tomorrow with another one, which I'm going to be recording immediately after this one. Yay me! Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. And so with all that said, we will see you next time.